Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we will try to understand 4-bit magnitude comparator. In our previous class, we have clearly seen 1-bit magnitude comparator, 2-bit magnitude comparator. In this class, we will try to understand 4-bit magnitude comparator. And every video in our channel is going to be a part of entire course or a playlist. Our suggestion is to follow the entire course so that you can have better understanding of the concepts. And the link for the playlist is provided in the description below. And coming to this class, so if you take a 2-bit magnitude comparator, so in our previous class we have seen that the number of inputs that are possible. So the number of inputs that are possible are A1, A0, B1, B0. So with 4 inputs we have seen it. But if you take a 4-bit comparator, there are going to be 8 inputs in the sense, they are going to be A3, A2, A1, A0, and the other set of inputs are B3, B2, it is B1 and B0. So if you take 8 inputs on a truth table as we have taken in our previous video, so it is going to be a bigger number of truth table, so bigger size of truth table. With 8 inputs, how many combinations we are going to get? It is 2 power 8, which is 256 number of input combinations are possible. But we cannot draw such a big table, and we cannot get the circuit of this table. So such a big table. So it is not possible So we are going to follow another method which is based upon the logic of magnitude comparator. So the logic of the magnitude comparator has been clearly covered in our introduction to magnitude comparator. So on what logic does the comparison is done by the circuit is, for example, if you have 1101 and 1001. So if this is the case, these are the numbers that we need to compare. So how the comparison is done is, first the most significant bit combination will get compared. If they are equal, then we will go to, so we will take this also as 1. So we will go to the next one. So if they are equal, we will go to the next one, and we will compare the next set of bits A2, B2. So A2, B2 will get compared. If they are equal, then we will go to the next one, and if A1, B1 are also equal, then we will go to the next one. So here A0, B0, are they equal? No, they are not equal. So what we have to do is A0 greater than B0 or not? Yes. A0 means it is 1 greater than 0. So we can say that A is greater than B. Similarly, if we have 0, 1 like this, then we are going to say that A0 is less than A1, so A is less than B. Similarly, if you have 0 here, so all are equal, so then we can say that A is equal to B. So based upon this logic, so with a clear example, we have discussed about this in our introduction to magnitude comparator. So based upon this logic, I have drawn this truth table. So based upon this logic, I have drawn this truth table. So what that truth table states is, the first case is A3 greater than B3. So for example, if you take the example of like 1011 and 1001. So what is our first case is, we will take 011. So if this is the case, if A3 is greater than B3, so the the most significant bit in the comparison, if A3 is greater than B3, so then we can say that, what we can say, the first most significant bit itself is in that comparison, if A3 is greater than B3, then we can say that A is greater than B. Okay, see here, what is the decimal equivalent of this? This is 11 and this is 7. Obviously 11 is greater than 7. Okay, so that logic helps you a lot in understanding this concept. So this is 0 1 0, which means A is greater than B, and the next condition is for example, if we reverse this, so it is 0 and this is 1, so it is going to be 15 and it is going to be 3. So if the A3 is less than B3, if A3 is less than B3, or if you take this, if A3 is less than B3, then A is less than B. Okay, so the remaining conditions are don't care conditions. So we are not worried about A2, A1, A0. We are not going to check the remaining part. The only first we are going to start with most significant bit. If it happens to be greater than A3 is greater than B3, then we are going to say that A is greater than B. If that happens to be A3 is less than B3, then we are going to say that A is less than B. Okay, so now the remaining conditions, we are not going to compare them, we are not worried about those conditions. So these conditions are don't care conditions. So the output is going to be 0 0 1, which means A is less than B. Our next case is A3 is equal to B3. So if A3 is equal to B3, in that case 1 1, okay, 0 0, and next case is so if you take this example as this, A3 is equal to B3. Is it true? Yes, it is true. So next what we have to do, we have to compare A2 and B2. If A2 is greater than B2, we are not going to compare these conditions. So these are don't care conditions. Now we come to the conclusion that A is greater than B. Okay, so this is the solution. Similarly, if you take A2 is less than B2, so then it is less than. Okay, the next condition is A3 is equal to B3, A2 is equal to B2. So we will take this one, and A1 is greater than B1. So we will just make it in this way. Okay, so if this is the case, this is going to be 14 and this is going to be 13. Okay, see here, A3 is equal to B3. Okay, A3 is equal to B3, A2 is equal to B2, A2 is equal to B2, and A1 is greater than B1. So A1 is greater than B1. If that is the case, then also we can say that A is greater than B. Okay, in this case it is A is less than B. If this is the case, A1 is less than B1, then we say that it is A is less than B. So the next case is A3 is equal to B3, A2 is equal to B2, A1 is equal to B1, and A0 is greater than B0. So if this is the case, so it is going to be greater than. Similarly, if you take this is going to be less than. Okay, and the next only possible condition is A3 is equal to B3, A2 is equal to B2, A1 is equal to B1, and A0 is equal to B0. If that is the case, what we have to say? We can say that A is equal to B. Sorry. Okay. So we say that A is equal to B. Okay. Out of all the conditions, we got only one for A is equal to B, where all the values are equal. For example, if you take this as a 0 0 0 0, in this case all A3 A2 A1 A0 are equal to B3 B2 B1 B0. So if this is the case, both are equal, both are 12s. So we are going to put 1 for this, and the remaining all are zeros. Now we have to construct the circuit. So and the other logic for this is how this can be represented. This can be represented as A3 XOR B3, and let's consider this as X3. Okay, so and the other condition, so in order to get so what is the function for equal to? The function for equal to is A3 XOR B3 and A2 XOR B2, because this has to be true, this has to be true, this has to be true, and this has to be true. Okay, so A1 XOR B1. XOR means equality comparator. Whenever the values are equal, then it is going to produce an output of 1. Whenever the values are unequal, then it is going to produce an output of 0. That is the job done by XNOR gate. Similarly, if you take AND A naught XNOR B naught, this is the function for equal to. So in order to produce the equal to, we have to take this. Let's take this as x2 for simplification, x1 and x0. Now we will try to construct the circuit for these functions. So first we will start with A3, A2, A1, A0, B3, B2, B1, B0, and for each and every gate we are going to take, for each and every variable we are going to take all the possibilities, which means 0 and 1. Okay, so we are following this from the last 2 videos. In all the cases we have taken this one. Okay, so and for A1 it is complement of every variable should also be taken. Okay, okay, next similarly we are going to take for B3 complement, B2 complement. Because of lack of space I am taking this way. Okay, and similarly B1 complement and B0. Okay, so now if you try to construct so here it is B1 complement, B0 complement. Okay, directly we will connect from there, and this is a A3 complement, A2 complement, A1 complement, A0 complement. Okay, so now to construct XOR gate, to construct A is equal to B, what we have XOR gates. How many XOR gates? 4 XOR gates. XNOR gates, and all these are connected to AND gate. So all these gates are connected to AND gate. This is equal to A is equal to B. Okay, and what it is going to be get connected to? It is A3 and this is B3, and similarly A2 and this is B2, and A1, this one is B1. Little bit confusing, please to avoid space, but the logic is very simple. Hope you got this logic. And it is B bar, so it is going to be B0. Okay, so this is there for X3, we call it as X3 for simplicity, X2, X1 and X0. So why we have taken that X0, X1, X2, X3, that we will try to understand. So now if you take this, what is the equation for A greater than B? If we take A greater than B is A3 greater than B3. If this is the case, we are going to get an output of 1, which means that A3 B3 complement. See here, A3 B3 complement. Why we have taken B3 complement is it is greater than, means B3 is obviously going to be 0 and A3 is going to be 1. So that is the reason why we have taken this. And the other condition where we are getting 1 is this one. So this one means A3 is equal to B3. What is A3 is equal to B3? It is X3 and A2 greater than B2. So it is X3 A2 greater than, means B2 should be complement. Okay, so B2 complement, and where the other one is this one. So here, okay, plus X3 x3 equal to means x3 equal to means x2 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 this one, right? So we are doing this one. A1 greater than B1. A1 greater than B1 means A1 B1 complement. So this point is very important to understand. Why we have taken B complement? B complement means A1 is greater than B1 means the only options that we have is 1 and 0. This is A1 and B1. So that is the reason why we have to take in the place of A1 1, it is mandatory, and in the place of B1 we have to take 0. So if you convert this, it is going to be A1 complement, sorry, A1 B1 complement. That's the reason why we have taken that. And the next possible condition is this one, where it is going to be x3 x2 x1 A0, what is that? This one, A0 B0 complement. Okay. Now if you try to write the expression for less than, okay, it is A less than B. If we try to write the expression for less than, what it is going to be? Less than, where it is true, here it is true, which means A3 less than B3. So A3 is less than B3 means A3 should be 0 and B3 should be 1. 0 less than, we have only two digits, 0 and 1. A3 should be less than, A3 should be 0 and B3 should be 1. So this I am stressing more. Okay, people get confused here. Okay, it is A3 bar B3. Okay, and the next condition where it is 1 is this one. So it's very simple from now on. It is x3 A2 complement B2. Similarly, if you take next one, x3 x2 A1 x3 x2 A1 complement B1, and the next one is x3 x2 x1 A0 complement B0. This is the function for A less than B, and this is the function for A greater than B. If you try to construct it, how many AND gates? 1, 2, 3, 4 AND gates. So let's try to construct for A greater than B, and A less than B, you try to construct it. How many AND gates? 1, 2, 3, 4. So for each one, so the first one A3 and B bar, B3 bar has to be connected. So this is A3 and this is B3, sorry, yeah, A3 complement, okay, for greater than, right? So it is A3, and for this one we have to connect. So this one, it is going to be B3 complement. Similarly, if you take this one to be constructed, so all these AND gates are to be connected to OR gate. Okay, this is going to be A greater than B. Okay, if the light illuminates here means A is greater than B. Okay, now for this AND gate, it is going to be x3. So where is x3? This one. So this output has to be connected to this AND gate. Okay, next A2 means this one has to be connected, and next one is B2 complement means this one. Okay, so I've made it very clumsy, but I can say that it is very bit clear about the concept, but we can clearly implement this circuit for less than also. So less than is going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 AND gates, 4 AND gates and 1 OR gate, so same as that of that one, and just linking these lines corresponding to its corresponding AND gates will produce the output if A is equal to B correspondingly, and if A is greater than B, and if A is less than B. So that is the combinational circuit for 4-bit magnitude comparator. So in the same way, In the same way, we can generate the combinational circuits for n number of bit magnitude comparators. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding these concepts, please post your doubts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.